You're listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Damasiewicz.
When did this get moved up here?
Well, we have a new sponsor that really wanted to bring back the Stump Daniel segment. So Stump Daniel will now be a weekly segment sponsored by the law office of Jeff Damasiewicz. I had no influence in that decision, but to bring Stump Daniel back, he wanted it.
I'm not sure how I feel about this. Your dad has always been Mr. Damasiewicz to me, so
Yes.
I almost called him Jeff, and it just felt weird.
Yeah,
But,
that would be weird.
Okay. So, I guess this is happening.
This is going to be an abbreviated version of what we normally do. Now, I felt like for this week's Stump Daniel, I wanted to pick a story that I feel like has been really undercovered throughout the course of this week, something that happened early in the week. So I'm going to go with Tom Brady's free agency signing. Nobody's really been talking about it, so let's give it a little bit more media coverage, okay?
All right.
So I want to know...
Tom Brady signed with someone?
Yes, Tom Brady signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after, spurning the New England Patriots.
Well, that's not exciting at
Yeah.
all.
So here's your Stump Daniel question, and there will be a bonus question that could allow you to redeem yourself if you get this wrong.
Uh-oh.
Okay, which streak is longer? The New England Patriots streak of making it to the playoffs, or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers streak of missing the playoffs?
Oh, man. What year was it 2011 that Matt Castle was the quarterback?
I can't give you any more hints than what I've already told you.
I'm going to say... Oh. Hey.
We brought back the old music, Dad. I love it.
Oh. Man, I am going to say...
I forgot. I'm so glad I found this.
I'm going to say the streak that is the longest of those two is the Patriots making the playoffs.
That is incorrect! Oh. The Patriots have made the playoffs 11 consecutive seasons.
The Bucs haven't been to the playoffs for that long?
And you have to go back to 2008 when the Matt Castle-led Patriots were 11-5 and missed the playoffs. Now, it should be noted...
Wait.
Yeah.
Say that again?
2008.
I said the Patriots streak was longer.
It wasn't.
It wasn't?
No.
When is the Bucs?
I'm going to get there, Daniel. I'm explaining it now. You have to go back to 2008 for the Patriots streak. They were 11-5, led by Matt Castle. They have won their division every year since then. So 11 years in a row, the Patriots have won their division.
Wow.
The Bucs have missed the playoffs 12 seasons in a row. They have finished last place in their division 8 times during those 12 and finished in third place in their division 3 times. They did, however, finish second in their division in 2016 with a 9-7 record.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it is interesting to think that Brady would go from this team with all this prestige that wins the division 11 years in a row to a Buccaneers team that, I would take like a half a victory lap on it because we did say, I think at least you and I agreed, and I don't remember what Andrew said, we thought it was most likely he would go back to the Patriots, but if there was a team that made the most sense, it was the Bucs. I felt like that from the beginning. If there was a non-Patriot team, the Bucs was the one that made the most sense.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, like,
I've been quoting you on that all week, by the way. Talking to
Thank
random
you.
people. Yeah.
Thank you. How many franchises have less prestige than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? There's not very many.
Well, are there any that still haven't won a Super Bowl? Because I think that they would probably have less.
I don't know the answer to that, but are you ready for your bonus question?
Yes, I need it.
Okay, this is an opportunity to
want it.
redeem yourself, but it's a two-part question, and since it's a bonus, you have to get both parts of it right. And it's going to be really hard, otherwise you're a loser.
Why does this have to be every week?
Which NFL team has the longest streak of not making the playoffs, and how many seasons has it been?
The longest streak of not even making the playoffs.
Yes.
Oh, gosh, this is hard. There's so
Is
many
it the Mariner? Oh, wait.
Yeah, in baseball, this would have been quite easy. I'm gonna just go with the easiest punching bag. I'm gonna say the Cleveland Browns, and I'm trying to remember the year that Derek Anderson got him to the playoffs with Peyton Hillis, the savior of my fantasy team that year before he went in the dumps. Let's see. So it has to be before the Bucs. What year did you say the Bucs? You just said it. What year were the Bucs last in the playoffs?
The Bucs were last in the playoffs in 2007. They lost in the wild card round to the Giants.
I'm going to say Cleveland Browns, and they were last there in 2006.
It is the Cleveland Browns,
Ugh.
but they were last there in 2002.
Whoa.
It is a 17-year playoff drought for the Cleveland Browns.
Holy cow.
And during that 17 years, they have finished in last place in their division 13 times.
How are you that bad consistently in the NFL? That's insane. Everybody talks about how quickly you can rebound and rebuild in the NFL.
It's interesting, too, because if you go back
They're
to
the worst.
the year that they the year that they made the playoffs was 2002.
Was I right with the players, or did they miss the playoffs with the guys I was talking about?
I don't have
'Cause
that
I feel like
information
that's
in front
too.
of me.
I feel like that's too long ago.
That's what I was thinking. I don't think Peyton Hillis was around in 2002.
Yeah.
No.
But they made the playoffs in 2002, and then that's actually since they came back, because their franchise was stolen away from them, moved to Baltimore, and became the Ravens. Then they had a 3-year gap where there was no Cleveland Browns.
Yeah,
then they came back in 1999, and the only time they've made the playoffs since then is that 2002 season.
Wow.
So
And
20 out of 21 years they've missed the playoffs, and they lost their playoff game, their only playoff game.
That's brutal. I was completely wrong on the players who were there. They must have almost made the playoffs that year, because Peyton Hillis didn't play.
They
for
did
them.
actually
Peyton
have
Hillis had a cold, didn't he?
in 2007 they were 10-6 and finished second in their division, but they missed the playoffs.
Okay, that's the year I was thinking of. The other painful part for Cleveland there is the team that was the Cleveland Browns. They've won a Super Bowl since then.
Yes.
Yikes. That's brutal.
I mean,
That is
the
just...
Seahawks have kind of redeemed things around here, but for a long stretch of time, it was like, what's worse, being a Cleveland sports fan or a Seattle sports fan?
And now, again, they're still similar, because without the Cavaliers,
Yeah, without LeBron.
who are now terrible again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they did have that little. They had that little stretch of time with LeBron back.
Yeah. I just watched this random old SNL skit, actually. It was hilarious. It was the other Cleveland Cavaliers. And it was supposed to be like this Cavs promo video. And they're like, we got LeBron James. And this guy who mows LeBron's yard. You know, I always help LeBron take out the garbage. It was pretty good. Oh, man. Also had Donald Glover in it, which is...
Yeah, by the
solid.
way, last week on the show, I said I think it's pronounced Donald Glover. I have no idea where I got that from.
No, that is...
obviously that was a thought in my head, but I've heard it since that episode. I've heard it pronounced on television about 3 or 4 times, and everyone said it Donald.
It's Donald.
Yeah, so where did it... Why? I don't know. That was so weird, because not only did I think that, but I corrected you. I was like, I think it's pronounced Donald. I I don't know what. I have no idea.
That's weird.
Yeah.
No.
Aaron.
I think it's pronounced Jaquelin.
Jake Quellen.
D nice.
Oh man. So let's slide into NFL free agency after that debacle that I'm looking forward to every week. Brought to you by the law office of Jeffrey A. Damasiewicz, by the way.
Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Damasiewicz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Damasiewicz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Damasiewicz today at 360-612-3991 or visit damasiewiczlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com.